There we go. Now you should be able to hear me. There we go. Perfect. So welcome to today's class. Once again, my name is Makisha Styles, aka Keish, and I will be your tutor for today. Now, today's focus is going to be we're going to go over a couple more of the basics like we did last week just to catch everyone up. And then next thing we're going to do is actually show you how to input the trades into the MetaTrader 4. All right. So for those that are new watching this, we'll be watching the recording. Just know that when you look at this screen right here, I know it makes no sense to you whatsoever. So my whole goal is to break it down a little simplistic for you. So now when you finish this actual course over the next 6 weeks, you have some type of general understanding of the information. Now, remember on last week, we spoke about when it comes to being in the Forex market, a couple of things is to know that, hey, you can leverage on the buy or you can leverage on the sell, okay? So the Forex market, kind of similar when it comes to stocks. A lot of people know about the stock exchange. The only difference is that the Forex market is a lot more lucrative and it puts no cap on your income, okay? So you're able to trade in it 24/7. Now, when it comes to it, there's a few things you need to know when it comes to the market. You need to understand that the market is going to move one of three ways. It's either going to move up, okay, right? You see that move up, or it's actually going to move down, okay? Or it actually what we like to call consolidate, which means that it's just not doing anything, just moving straight across. That's it, okay? So straight across, that's it, right? So now that you know that, those are a few basic things to know. Another thing to know about the Forex market is that just like with stocks, right? Because I know a lot of people know about stocks. When it comes to the market, when you see anything that's red, each one of them are called candlesticks, okay? That's just the name of them. They're called candlesticks. When you see red, that means a sell. If you just see another, what we call candlesticks, right? And it was green, okay? Let's change this to green. That means that you're in for a sell, or sometimes it could be a buy. It's either sometimes it could be blue, okay? So you got the blue. Let's change the outline back to blue right here. So you know red means sell, right? And blue, I mean buy when we're looking at our actual scanners. Another thing to know is that the market can, like I said, move multiple ways, up, down, or sideways for consolidation. Remember, red means sell, blue means buy, all right? So another thing to note before we pull back up the scanner is that the market moves in what we like to call pips, or aka steps. What exactly are pips, all right? So what you can always do, right? I'm going to show you a website at the end, is that you can look over here. And simply what it says is a pip is the smallest price move in the market, right? So it actually measures your trade and it calculates your profit or loss. So think of it as in when the market moves, anytime this market moves, let's copy this. Anytime this market moves, I'm trying to clone it for you so you can see. That simply means that, there we go, clone, there we go. So if the market, say this market was to, I don't know why it's not working with me today. There we go. This market was to go up, right? Keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. It's moving up different steps, aka pips, okay? So the more you actually get on these trainings over the next couple of weeks, you're going to start to learn the terminology. Also, too, once you get involved in our academy, the terminology is there as well, all right? So just to reiterate, remember, the market's going to move. I'm going to show you the real market right now, because this right here is actually the live market. So you see here, the market moved. Put up an arrow so you can see. Here we go. The market moves up. See it's moving up, right? And then you see here, it moves sideways, okay? And then you see it drops down. Those are the only three ways the market can move. And when you start to leverage the charts, as far as our scanners, you don't have to guess at it, okay? Because when you're new to this, all of this seems like foreign language and you don't know exactly when to enter the market, when to exit the market, okay? Because you're still learning. But the whole purpose of the scanners is to kind of fast track your learning curve and to get you earning while you're still learning, okay? So when you're looking at this actual scanner, it's our Harmonic Scanner, okay? It's over 87% accurate. And what makes it simple to look at is because, say for example, right, let me find an arrow for you all, because I want to make sure you see this. Okay, so say for example, once we go up to the MetaTrader 4, all you're doing, okay, you see these numbers here, right over here, see the green line here, see another green line here, and then you see numbers next to it. These numbers next to it are the price of this foreign exchange pair, which is GBP against the CAD, the Great British Pound against the Canadian dollar, right? So it's telling you how much that Great British Pound is, see, according to the Canadian dollar. So you see it'll be right here. So when we're going back over, because I'm going to show you, we're going to go back over to the MetaTrader 4 and show you how to enter the trade. But remember, all you're doing is copying and pasting. So it's going to ask you for an entry, or it's going to say price. This is the price you're looking for. It's also going to say on there, take profit, or if you're on an Android, it's going to have a green line. This is your ideal goal, okay? And all you're doing is copying this number. And then once you get into our academy and our live trainings, you're going to understand why it is you're copying this number and why the market moves the way that it does. And then also it's going to ask you for is a stop loss, which is your invalidation level, okay? Which all you're doing is copying this number. So it's 3 numbers when we get up to the MetaTrader 4 that you're going to have to copy. You're going to copy your entry, your take profit, and your stop loss, all right? Now, looking at this particular pair, it is already played out, okay? So how do I know that? Because anytime you're looking at the scanner, you're going to have your green line. So you're looking at the scanner here. It's looking at your candlesticks. Remember, you got your candlesticks, candlesticks, candlesticks. Red means sell, blue means buy. And then also, too, you see an arrow popping up here. So when you're looking at your candlesticks, we see that it moved already, right? Already up. If you follow my little mouse here, it moved already up to what's called the take profit number 2. Now, what is the difference between take profit 1, 2, and 3? These are different, say, levels of income you can hit, okay? So you got your take profit 1, that's your first level. Take profit 2 is a little higher, and take profit 3 is even higher. But with you being new, when you start to get onto this scanner, I highly recommend you always go for the first one, okay? So when we're looking at this, we're like, man, okay, how do I know how it moved? Remember in the beginning, we mentioned pips. Remember the steps that the market moves. So it moved up. Remember, I always utilize my tools, always. So on the left-hand side here, you see it says arrow, pitchfork, rectangle, text, XABCD pattern, right? Your goes feed, arrow. Right below that says measure. All I want to do is click on that, right? And I see, say for instance, you got in at this particular green line. I just want to measure it up to where it went to. Say it went to up here, the highest one. We're going to just go to this blue counter right here, right? It went up 42 pips. You want to always drop the last number. So it went up 42 pips. And that's what you're just copying and pasting. So if we put $1 into this, that's $42, right? Put 10 cents into that, you got that as well. And that's all from copying and pasting. Copying and pasting. That's it. So all we're going to do when we go over to the MetaTrader 4, we're simply going to what? Copy 3 numbers. Our entry, which is one of our green lines. Our take profit, which is the ideal goal. And which is which one we're going to copy? The first one. And then we're also going to copy our stop loss, okay? Which is your invalidation level. Now, the more you start to progress through this, and now you're like, hey, I'm understanding the concept of copying and pasting. Now you can really increase your income and your profit level by now adding in your indicators, which just Harmonic Scanner already gives you. But for now, remember, we're going step by step each week. I want you to understand how to actually enter the trades from the scanner, okay? So another thing we look over at the scanner, remember I mentioned earlier that we're on a pair of GBP CAD. You see it's highlighted in green. So anytime you want to change a pair, you just click on it, okay? Just click on it. It goes down to the next pair. As you see here, same thing. And once we copy the 3 numbers, the green line, the ideal goal, take profit, and your red line, the invalidation level, stop loss, and you see it went up because what I say, the first thing I said is we always go for take profit or ideal goal number 1. You see it past the green line and it stopped where? At ideal goal number 1. Because the whole goal is to show you how to enter these trades. All right. So we're going to move on. So what I'm going to do now is show you an example of entering this trade. So say we came over to the scanner, right? Or you saw me post in the group one of the scanners for you to start practicing on. And also key, when you're practicing entering these trades, do it on a demo account. Because if you're watching this, it means you are new. So we don't want you trading with live dollars yet until you start to understand and understand the actual terminology and how to enter the trades and how to understand your risk. You got to understand all of this when it comes to trading the market. That's why we're slowly going over it every week for the next 6 weeks. So by the time it comes for the 6th week, you're going to understand some things, okay? So when we go over to the MetaTrader 4, so if you haven't downloaded yet, make sure you download MetaTrader 4. I'm going to put it on here so you can know what it means. So you can know how to spell it. All right, so remember it's Meta, right? Trader 4, all right? Or you can do 5, it doesn't matter. MetaTrader 4 or 5, it doesn't matter. So either one of them, download MetaTrader 4, okay? So once you have that downloaded, the next thing you're going to go ahead and do is open up a demo account. Now don't worry, I'm going to walk you through all this next. Open up a demo account. After I open my demo account, now we can go ahead and place this trade, okay? So I want you to note down, right? We're going to put this in the text box as well. The trade we're going to be, for an example, is going to be taken is EuroCAD. How do I know it's EuroCAD? It's highlighted in green over here, EURCAD. So I know I'm going to type in EuroCAD. Remember, we're going to do a live example, okay? Remember I said I needed 3 numbers. I needed my price or my entry, okay? Depending on what your what it looks like on your phone. Remember, we need our take profit, okay? And then we also need our stop loss, okay? So all I want to do, what's my price of entry when I'm looking over here? I want to look at this green line. So I want to take this one. It's 1.36061. All I want to do is copy it, all right? Because I want to write this down. So when I go up to MetaTrader 4, I already know what I'm looking for. So 1.36061. All right, next thing I need to know is my take profit, right? Or my ideal goal. Remember, I'm only going for ideal goal number 1. That is 1.36668, right? So I want to type that in. I'm just copying it. That's it. 1.36668. Right? Next thing I want to go ahead and put in is my stop loss, aka invalidation level. That is 1.3. Just gonna copy it. 1.35381. Remember, where these numbers coming from? Straight from the scanner, right? Invalidation level, stop loss. My entries are my 2 green lines, and my take profits are my ideal goals. And remember, beginner, you're only going for ideal goal number 1 until you get used to everything. So now I have my pair, right? I have my price or my entry. I'm getting in there. I've just copied it. My take profit and my stop loss. Now I'm ready to move forward. So I got that over here so I can remember it. Next thing I want to go ahead and do is I'm going to stop sharing from here and I'm going to share from the phone. Because like I said, I'm going to walk you through every single thing. So I'm going to share from over here. And you'll be able to see the screen in a few seconds. In about 3, 2, 1, it should be popping up. There we go. And you should see it. Let me minimize this so I can get the numbers for us so we can remember what our numbers were. There we go. All right. So now all you want to do, because remember, by now you should have the MetaTrader 4 downloaded. If you haven't, make sure after you finish this video, especially watching the recording, pause, download the app, okay? So MetaTrader 4. So I click on it. You see up here it says 4 and 5. It doesn't matter which one you use. What's the difference? MetaTrader 5 is more just modernized for you. So you can do like a lot of extra fancy stuff on it, but a lot of people still trade with MetaTrader 4. So we're going to go with MetaTrader 4. Now, once you download it, remember I said you're going to open up a demo account. Just because you download it does not mean your demo account is open. This particular app here is what we're going to utilize to enter into the market. So the numbers are real live numbers. It's just you're going to be trading using demo dollars, okay? Because you might be thinking, hey, Keish, I give you the money and you trade for me. No, you do everything right here through your MetaTrader 4, okay? So how do you open up your demo account? Down here at the bottom right-hand corner, it says settings. When I click on settings, all you want to do is click on new account. Once you do that, it says open a demo account, okay? Open a demo account. Move this over so I can see. There we go. It says open a demo account. You click on it, and what you want to do is choose a broker, okay? Now, I'm going to leave it up to you to do your research on the brokers because I'm not a financial advisor, so I cannot recommend brokers. But how do you start researching them? Just go online. Go to Google and type in Forex brokers for, say, your country. Say Forex brokers for U.S. residents, Forex brokers for Jamaica residents, whatever your country is, just put in that in Google. You'll see a list of brokers, okay? But remember, it's a demo account. So for training purposes only, I'm going to go ahead and go with FX Choice. Because a lot of people go with FX Choice starting off as their demo broker. So I'll type in FX Choice, see it pops up. It says Classic or Pro. It doesn't matter which one you choose. Totally up to you because it's a demo account. Next thing you want to go ahead and do is enter your name, your phone number, your email. All right, you come down to leverage. You can change your leverage and then deposit. Now, remember, we're going to make, even though it's a demo account, we want to trade it just like we're going to be trading our live accounts. So what I recommend new beginners to do is click on deposit and let's take it down to something a little more realistic. Unless you deposit $100,000 in your account, let's take it down. Even if you're not depositing $3,000, it's still a little more realistic for you, okay? So let's go to $3,000. And then the next thing you want to go ahead and do is click on register. What it's going to give you now is your login information. You're going to, you can save it if you want to, but remember it's a demo account and you can have as many demo accounts as you want to. So we're going to click on done. Now we're ready to trade. So once you download MetaTrader 4 or 5, remember you must choose a broker. Okay. Remember bottom right hand corner settings, new account before you actually trade. Why? Because we're going to be trading a lot of different pairs. If you haven't chose a broker yet for your demo, right, then you're not going to see a lot of the pairs. Okay, so that's why we want to make sure you choose a broker on your demo account. All right, so let's move on. So remember, when we were looking at our scanner, we said that we wanted to trade the pair EUR-CAD, the Euro CAD. Now, I want you to look at this particular pair, this actual chart is your quotes page. We look at the quotes page. We want to see that we see EUR-CAD. And actually we do. It's at the very bottom. And when you're looking at your MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, it might look something like this. If it looks like this, all you want to do, because you want to be able to see your spread, and your spread are pretty much like the broker's fee for you to get in. Because remember, we're not going straight to Wall Street and we're like, hey, we want to buy and sell this. No, we have to utilize a broker, aka a bank, to trade on our behalf to go through, okay? Just like your bank, same thing. So all I want to do is click on advance. And now I can see my spread. I see the broker's fee, okay? So that means when I start off any trade, I'm going to be minus that particular amount, okay? Not dollars, okay? It's very, very small amount. Sometimes it's like cents, all right? But just, it's always great to know. Now, we're ready to trade. So we say we want to trade the EUR CAD. What does that look like? So we're going to go down here to EUR CAD. That's our Euro CAD. We just want to click on it. Once we click on it, and move that out the way for you, it's going to say trade. So we're going to click on trade. Because remember, we want to practice inputting trades. The next thing you want to go ahead and do, you see at the top, it says EUR CAD. Right below that, it says market execution, okay? So a lot of people think when it comes to trading, you have to sit in front of the market all day. There's multiple ways to enter a trade. If you have time, you can, a lot of times, sit in front of the market, you're going to be doing market execution. I mean, you're entering the price that it is right now, okay? But most people actually have different things going on. Maybe you work and you got life going on, right? And you're probably going to do what we call pending orders, okay? That is what I like about the scanner, because it allows you to do pending orders as well, which means that you set it, put in all your parameters, and you go about your day, okay? So how do you put it on your pending orders? So all I want to do is click on market execution. I want to click on it, and it gives me a lovely drop-down menu. Now, I want to go ahead and enter in what we saw on the Harmonic Scanner. On the scanner, it was saying we're going for a buy, right? So all I want to do is click on, I'm going to click on buy stop, right? I want to click on buy stop. Right here, you see it has 0.05 highlighted. This is very important. Now, a lot of people, when they come into the market, they're like, man, I'm losing money. Why? Because you're, it's called over leveraging. So you are always in control on how much you're going to risk in your account. Okay. So the lot size, think of it as in this your safety net, right? Well, actually, your take profit your safety net, but this helps you minimize your risk. We'll call it your risk management. So if you know you have $50 in your account, you don't want to risk any more than $5, right? You don't risk any more than $1, $3. Your lot size determines that. Okay. And I'm going to show you in our academy where it goes over lot sizes. Okay. So remember, you're always in control on how much you're going to risk. That is totally up to you, not up to me, not up to whoever's going to mentor you. It's totally up to you because you input these numbers. All right. The next thing you see it says is price. Remember, price can be say price or your entry. So remember, it was on the MetaTrader 4. It had the green line and the @ symbol. That is our price. So all you want to do, remember, you're going to copy that number. Okay, and I'm going to show you one thing. So you got 36061. Now, when you're using a scanner, until you learn what buy stop, buy limit, sell stops are, the MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5 is not going to let you input that particular part incorrectly. So you see how we put in 1.36061, and you see at the bottom, the place button was supposed to light up, but it didn't. All you got to do, because you already know it's a buy order, until you learn the terminology, change it to the next one. Okay? So I want to put in, once again, is 36061. So I want to put in 36061. You see the place button is lit up. Next thing I want to go ahead and do is put in my stop loss. Remember we said the stop loss was 1.35, where we at 35381. 381, okay? Move it out the way. I don't know why that's in the way. And then you want to come down and put in your take profit. And your take profit is going to be 3666. So 3. And you see now your place button lights up. We already know he's doing a buy limit, and we're going to click on the place button. Now you have successfully entered our trade, okay? Now, just go over a few just things so you'll know. Now that the trade is entered, you don't have to sit there and monitor the charts. You don't. You don't have to sit there and monitor the charts, stare at it all day long. You're going to let the trade do what it does. Why? Because you have put in a pending order. So you already put in your stop loss. Your stop loss is your safety net, okay? What the stop loss means is that, hey, I have $50 in my account. I don't want to risk any more than $5. Boom, your stop loss is in place, okay? Because we combine that with our lot size. The next thing is your take profit. You're like, man, I'm not sitting in front of charts to monitor when I'm in profit. Your take profit is as soon as the market hits that price, it's going to close you out. So now that you have your pending order in, you don't have to monitor it, because whether it closes out in a lesson learned, aka a loss, right, or a profit, it's going to do it all itself, because you put in these 3 parameters: your price, your stop loss, and your take profit. So you're good to go. So what happened next, Keish? What happens next is that you just let the trade play out, okay? Because you're not worried about it, because for one, this is a demo account, and 2, you've already put in a proper lot size, right? Remember that 0.05, and you already put in your stop loss. So you're just going to let the trade do exactly what it does, okay? All right, so next thing we're going to go ahead and do, that was on input in the trade. We're going to go right back over to our desktop, okay? And you're going to be able to see that in a few moments. Should be able to see it in about, let me do the other screen. There we go. All right, so you should be seeing the Harmonic Scanner once again. Let me move this over so I can see you all. There we go. Now, the next thing you want to go ahead and do, perfect. So the next thing you want to do, because now we enter the trade, because that's all you got to do when it comes to Harmonic Scanner, you're inputting the numbers once again, because I know a lot of people end up missing this point. All we did when we went over to the MetaTrader 4, we found our pair. We already had it over here, remember? Highlighted in green, EuroCAD. Next thing we went ahead and do, we found our price or our entry, depending on how it is on your broker, which is up here, the green lines, okay? What's the difference in the green lines? The first green line, anytime you see 2 green lines on your scanner, that gives you 2 opportunities to enter this trade. Because remember, the Harmonic Scanner is going to scan the whole entire Forex market for you and give you the most profitable setups, right? But it always gives you 2 entries, because sometimes you might miss the first entry. So if you happen to see the market drop down, say you missed the first entry getting into it, it gives you another opportunity to enter this trade, okay? So anytime you have 2 green lines, that's great for you, because now if you missed the first entry, you got the second entry, okay? And then remember, we had to put in our take profit. If you're on an Android, it's going to be a green line. If you're on the iPhone, it's going to say take profit, which is your ideal goal. Remember, we always go for the first take profit until you get more advanced. Then you can kind of learn how to set twin trades, and you can just do all 3, okay? But that's in the future. So when it comes to learning the skill set, just know it's not an overnight, okay, I'm going to take your class for like 2 days and I'm good to go. No, you have to give yourself time to learn this, because this is a new skill set. It's just like with anything. When you start off in school, in kindergarten, you don't start learning trigonometry. No, it takes time, and they build you up to it and give you all the foundation, and then you're ready to, fly and graduate. So the same thing here, okay? So I'm going to teach you all the fundamentals, and then maybe over the next 6 weeks, or even if you take honors in our community, you're going to learn a lot faster, right? So remember, that's it. That's all we did was copy these numbers, EuroCAD, your price, your take profit, your stop loss, into our MetaTrader 4. That was it. That was all we did, okay? Now, that was the whole focus for today. So next thing I want to go over, like we did last week, is how exactly do you learn, okay, what take profits are, what your lot size are, how to learn about risk management, how to really get the foundation of this and the terminology for when it comes to trading in the Forex market. What we have here is an academy, okay? The academy that I utilize is the I Am Master Academy. Now, why? It's because it's very simple. So it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, advanced, intermediate, you can come into this academy and learn exactly what you need to learn to help you start really trading and advancing in these markets. So I want to show you what it looks like. So when you're over here, it always is very sleek. It tells you what you're going to work on next, right? Gives you different award badges. We definitely always having different events, right? You get onto the Hall of Fame. It's different stuff over here. But we're going to come down to right here where it says academies, because this is where you're going to come in first and start learning. Because you might think it's myself that you're learning from, or the person, whoever refers to this video, going to be learning from. It's actually the academy, okay? Like I said, I'm pretty much your tour guide for today, okay? So when you look at it, we have the Forex market, which is your foreign exchange market. We also have our time-based trading. And then, of course, we have cryptocurrency and drop shipping. But remember, the focus over the next 6 weeks is going to be Forex marketing. So when we click on Forex marketing, this is where you're going to be, Forex trading, this is where you're going to be learning from. So it breaks it down. So it goes over what is Forex, the history of Forex, and then we start diving deep. Remember, you got to start off with the foundation first, and then we dive deep and go into buys versus sell. What is a pip? I said everything's in the academy. Lot sizes. Now you're starting to learn how to trade. Pending orders. Remember, we just talked about that today. The spread. What is the spread? Like, see how this flows? So in the beginning, I just went over, gave you some information, and now we get to backtrack, and now you get to actually learn the foundation of it. Now it's all going to make sense once you get into the academy. Okay, so it goes over every single thing. And the way the academy is designed, it is designed to go from, A all the way to Z. So when you go through this entire academy, now it's not long. Remember, it is self-paced. You determine the speed which you want to go through it, whether you want to go through it at a moderate pace or you want to fly through it. It's totally up to you. It is self-paced. But the way this academy is designed, that as soon as you finish with this, you're going to understand the fundamentals, okay? Right, along with that, of course, you do have mentorship as well. Now, next thing, once you go through your academy, the next thing you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to start your live mentorship, okay? So yes, you have access to myself and others, but right here is where we all learn from. So of course, I want to give you the same resources, all right? So when you're looking at our this is our live mentorship, you're going to see here that the educators are of different backgrounds, all right? It's not just one particular background training us. It's from educators all around the world of different nationalities, all right? So say, for instance, remember, next 6 weeks, we're only focusing on Forex. So we're going to click on where it says pick a channel. We're going to click on FRX, which is short for Forex, right? But say, for instance, you was like, man, okay, I just got started in community. Where do I start? You forgot everything I said. Right here, everything is broken down so simple and easy to flow through that it says, are you a new member? Click here, all right? But we're going to come right up here to the FRX Academy. And like I said, first thing is the academy. You've learned the foundation, right? You learn to navigate through the tools. And then next, you come to your live mentorship. Now, you see here we have onboarding, orientation. So that's one of the first videos you'll go through. And then from there, you see it's set up like an actual schedule. So you would choose an educator based upon the one that's on during the time that you're able to watch them. So if you're like, hey, I'm available at 7 p.m., you got someone here you can watch. You're like, man, I'm more available during lunchtime. You have James here. You're like, hey, I can do it first thing in the a.m. You got an AM class. But what I love about this Go Live session is because since we have over 100 educators from all around the world, there's different times. So if you're up at midnight, there's an educator on. If you're up at 2 a.m., there's an educator on. And what I love about it too is that everything is recorded. Let me show you an example. So if I just click on one of our Forex educators here, all right, as you see here, it tells you what level, because this is pretty much school. This is a training academy. It's a school, right? So you got your 100 and 200 level series that you must complete first before attending the session. Where do you find it at? In the academy. That's why we go through the academy first. And then you come down here. So you see here, he was on the 14th. Yeah, he was on today. Thanks. Yeah, today's the 14th, right? But then it's recorded. So everything is recorded. And what I like about it too, because a lot of people tend to try to learn from YouTube, is that you really don't have that person to reach out to. You don't have that person like, you know, virtually or beside you, like, hey, you can ask questions to. Here, you can actually ask questions. So when it says ended 1 hour ago, you can watch it again. But anytime someone has any questions, you type it in here and the educator is going to answer for you right on the spot if you're catching them live. But if you don't, it's okay because everything is recorded. What I like about it too is, say for instance, you missed a live session and you still have questions. That's why you're part of a powerful trading community that we have, the Trading to Sparta, because we actually have Q&A sessions. Right here is one of our schedules. You see it goes from Sunday to Friday, right? So pretty much every single day, say for instance you have a question, you hop into one of our classes and you get your questions answered from us as well. So you have like kind of like just like a lot of mentorship where you're never left behind, okay? So as long as you continue to ask your questions, you'll be good to go. All right. So once again, the first thing we did, we went through our academy, right? We went through it from A to Z. The next thing we went ahead and did is we started our live mentorship from the Go Live platform. And then another thing, because I went over the Harmonic Scanner, right? But we do have multiple strategies, okay? So if I'm back up here in my academy, remember it's all easy to flow through. I click on strategies. What you're going to see here is the different strategies that we have. All right, so it's not just one. So depending on what type of trader that you are, there are multiple strategies you have to choose from. All right, so right now you're probably thinking, okay, I love it, okay, but I want to go dive deeper into it. I actually want to get access to the scanners. I want to get access to the mentorship. I want to get access to the academy, to all the live training. How do I get access to that? What we do have is a membership program, okay? So remember, we're focused on FRX for the next 6 weeks. So for those that's going to get started today or within the next couple of days, you would just click on the FRX link here, okay? So whoever invites you to this video, right, whether it's myself or someone else, you're just going to message them and let them know, hey, I want to go ahead and get started in the academy, and they're going to send you their private link, okay? So when you come over here just to get started with the membership, for the next couple of days, it is only $184.95, okay? $184.95, you get access to every single thing I named, right? You get access to the Harmonic Scanner, you get access to all the mentorship, and then after 28 days, so you like it here, you love it here, you're going to go ahead and it drops down to $174.95, right? So what I like about it too is that this is, of course, a recurring subscription, but you're able to cancel it at any time. And we do have a 7-day money back guarantee. So if you get started with us, you get in with your $184.95. You're like, hey, I don't like it here. I don't love it here. No worries. Long as you cancel within your 7-day period, you get your full money back. All right. So I just want to see, do we have any questions? Any questions whatsoever? If so, remember, if you're watching the recording on this, all you got to do, it should be some type of link or a calendar inside the description. Click on that and schedule your Q&A, okay? And then also, too, for those inside the Telegram group, you just ask your question inside the Telegram group, all right? And if you're not in there, this is the link for the Telegram group, so make sure you go ahead and get in that. And then for those that's going to be ready to get started within the next couple of days, no problem. Going to be started in the next couple of days. Make sure you text READY to 833-367-3922 and who actually referred you, okay? So that is all. And on next week's video, we'll be diving deeper into adding pairs on the MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 and doing some more hands-on trading, okay? So make sure you watch this video, have your MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5 demo account ready to trade in demo, all right? So that is all for today. I will see you all next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'd like to wish everyone a blessed, prosperous, and wonderful rest of the day.